Hello, I'm Claude, and today I'm going to show you how to connect some auxiliary lights on your motorcycle and not break the bank with brand names at $600-800 a pop for the motorcycle. I'm going to show you how to do it cheaply. A third of the price, if not even less than that, quarter of the price. So I'm going to show you how to do that, and having your auxiliary lights connected to the high beams on your motorcycle. And I'm going to show you two methods with the wiring diagram. So you can do it all for about 250 bucks, all in by yourself. I'm going to show you how to do this. So basically here on my bench, I've got the Steady Lights MCX 25, 50 watts set. Everything is connected in parallel. So I'm going to show you. So I've got the way to do it with a single pole dual throw automotive relay. And then I've got a buck converter here, a Druck buck converter that I get from Amazon. It's input 10 to 24 volts, I think, and output 3 to 5 or something like that. It's adjustable with the little screw here. The more you screw it in, the more you choke it, there's less power, and then you unscrew and then you open the valve. And this is good up to 2 amps constant power, and it says not more than that. So so this is why I use it. So I will show you how to do it. And in my simulation, I've got the high beams, and I'm going to show you how I tap it with the wiring diagram. So basically, you tap it to the high beams on your motorcycle. You tap the wire, and then after that, when you pull the switch on your motorcycle, there you go. Now I've got at the full 3.2 amps at 14 volts. Gives about 45 watts. That's the full. You let it go, and then the relay goes back. That's the fifth position. The relay goes back into that it's normally closed position. So that's what it is. And then just so you know, with that buck converter solution, I'm running at about 30 degrees Celsius on the device. All right, so basically that's absolutely no sweat, no problem whatsoever, no problem with the heat. You don't have to worry about melting any plastic or anything. So I'm gonna, before I show the diagram, before the buck converter, I had a solution here on the bracket with a 8 ohm resistor, aluminum shell resistor, rated 100 watts to dissipate the heat, but it still put a little heat sink that I've put on a aluminum bracket. I think it's 1/8 of an inch, and that I just customized. So what I do is that in my KTM, the light goes into the plastic from under. And I've got I've got the bracket. I put a steel washer, then I put a rubber washer that touches the plastic, and then another rubber washer on the other side to the plastic. So the plastic is sandwiched with rubber. Then another steel thing, and then after that the nut, the lug nut, and then that's it, or the nylon nut there. So yeah, and then after that, you make sure that you don't put the resistor nor that near any plastic. It is going to stabilize at 65 Celsius, which is fine. If it's ABS or a polypropylene plastic, the transition glass, where it gets more soft, is at 70 or 80 degrees Celsius. So at 65, it's still not a problem, but still, you don't want it near the plastic or anything else that could melt, right? I don't like the high heat, so I was looking at another. So, but having this in the boat, you can close everything, and that's perfectly fine. You just turn it a little heat. But I like this solution better because it generates less heat. Like I said, 30 Celsius here, ambient temperature is 22, so no problem. I'm just going to put a little drop of glue there, of melting glue, what it's called, with a glue gun, so the screw doesn't move around. And I put it at 0.7 more or less, 14 volt 0.7. It's going to give 10-11 watts versus the 45 or 50 watts it's supposed to give here. So yeah, so on this thing, I'm going to link all the things that I got there, but this is the diagram. Don't mind the notes on the right. That's just for me. I don't even know what's in there. I didn't look at this, but so this is the relay, and this is the wiring. Every relay, I've got 2-3 styles on Amazon. Every color is different, so don't focus on the color. So pin 30 in the relay, look at the diagram, but pin 30 in the relay is the incoming from the accessory from the motorcycle. Usually the accessory that is fused, that goes into that relay input there. This wire here, the 86 and 85, are when what is going to energize the switch on or off, or normally closed or normally open there. So if it's not energized, it's normally closed. So this is at rest position, which is low beams for me. It's going to go through the resistor or the buck converter. And then after that, if it's energized by the wire here from the wire harness on the motorcycle, then it's going to get energized, then it's going to switch to 87, and then it's going to go without any resistor or buck converter, so it's going to get full power to the lights there. I've got another element here I'll talk about after. So this is on my KTM 790 2026. The headlamp, I'm going to control the high beams with the switch, with the high beam switch on the motorcycle. So I'm tapping into the headlights, wiring harness with the royal blue wire, and I put a tap it, or what is called tap it, the little blue thing there that taps into the wire with the little needle. I'll put the link below. So you tap the wire here and then bring it here. On this thing there, on that relay, is the white wire. And this is why here it goes to my switch, like it was the switch on the motorcycle, the high beam. Bang, high beam, low beams, all right? So yeah, so this is when it energizes, then goes to 87, and then after that is my blue cable, that is this, and it goes straight to the harness with all the lights. All right, so it goes here, and then after that, if it's at rest like it is right now, the wire, that is the yellow wire, and then the yellow wire will go through the buck converter through all the lights. Everything gets combined back to the lights after that, to the output. What I do in my motorcycles here, the yellow could be a resistor. I got the 8 ohm resistor at 100 watts. Like I said, stabilized at 65 degrees Celsius with that set of 50 watts lights. So yeah, so it goes to that, or with the buck converter there, the same thing. Yeah, so then it goes, what I've done on my motorcycle, I've got the sw-motech switch that goes under the handlebar. So if the police said, oh, you cannot use this and it's all that, I don't need to worry about the little cover. If there's anything electrically that goes wrong, just kill the switch. It kills the whole system here, right there. And then after that goes to the switch, then comes back to the light. So all the positive after that goes out. So the output of both options go back to this one wire. This one wire after that goes to both of the the wires of the plus wire of the auxiliary lamps. And all the grounds of the buck converter and of the two lights all connect together to the ground of the motorcycle, to the accessory switch, the ground. Everything goes to the ground. And that's it. So that's the diagram right there. And me, I've got the AUXBEAM XD Ultra 3-inch 80 watts. And be about with your 50 watts, not 80 watts. But anyway, so yeah, so that's my wiring. And then the relay that I got, I don't know if it's going to show, but it's an WESH 12 volt 40-30 amps. And you always have the diagram of this. So the 87A is at rest, and 87 is when it's energized. Okay, so yeah, so that's what it is. And I've been talking there for a couple of minutes. Let's see if the temperature has changed there on the truck, and it's at 31.5. So it's been going on for about an hour now. So it stabilizes at 30. And if I use the resistor instead, just put the same thing, disconnect that, put the resistor, it will stabilize at 65 Celsius. This is more, heavy duty. This could be a little more finicky with the little thing in there that changes that, but this doesn't generate heat. So that's the trade-off. You want something here, you're comfortable with that. That's what I got right now on my motorcycle. But next go around, I will change to that. So yeah. All right, this is what it looks like once it's on. I've got my AUXBEAM Ultra, whatever it is, 3-inch on them. This is at low beam. Okay, and I've got the resistor connected through the bolt that goes through here on a bracket with the heatsink. Yeah, it goes there. Yeah, and then this is the sw-motech switch that I'm talking about. If I want to kill the whole system, right there, SW switch motech. This is the last thing that goes to the light. So, like this. If police says you cannot use that, then this is my AUXBEAM. I can just kill the whole thing, and putting the switch back on, and after that showing that if I go high beam, low beam, high beam, low beam with the switch here. Oh, there you go. And this is how it's done. So this is it. So I hope I've helped somebody. And if you want to do this is the diagram right there again. And then you've got everything here right there. You can take a snapshot there, pause the screen, take a snapshot, print it out. And Bob's your uncle. Like I said, proof is in the pudding. It works just fine, and it's been tested for hours, so absolutely no problem, stable and all that good. All right, thank you for watching. See you the next one. Thank you. Bye bye.